Are the COVID-19 cases growing as much as they say in the news?
No.
You don't see it, no? They're exaggerating it, right?
Here's the deal. Remember one thing. If last year or the year before they tested everybody for that year's flu, like the way they tested everybody for this year's flu, the numbers would be the same shit. We didn't test. We never tested like this craziness. It was 100% to make Donald Trump look bad. 100%. 100%. They want to make him look. Meanwhile, he's miraculous getting fucking vaccines within 10 months. Whoever voted against him made a mistake.
I see that. Well, good for you, man. God bless you. Thank
you. Social distance. Do the things that you need to do to stay healthy. It's either temporarily sweating in this mask or being on a ventilator not being able to breathe. You choose. Make a choice. You gotta make a choice. You really do. And I tell people this all the time. I have literally probably close to $500,000 in hospital bills right now because of this. I did everything I could to protect myself.
Effective treatments for those who are already sick.
Not everybody mounts a good immune response. In particular, immunosuppressed patients are willing to not respond well to vaccines. So we are going to need to have therapies for those who are not vaccinated and for those who don't make a good immune response.
You are concentrating that, and in purified form, this is what you are administering to patients.
Both Regeneron and competitor Eli Lilly have been racing to bring monoclonal antibody drugs to market for COVID-19. The companies are testing drugs that contain one or two types of antibodies, and researchers say they could have benefits over plasma-based treatments.
Monoclonal antibody preparations are consistent.
Antibody cocktail as part of his COVID basis. Both Regeneron and Lilly. But physicians.
Pre-COVID, I was really out there with the people, with my family, just staying involved.
The coronavirus continues to be very infectious, continues to spread, and so we have to take the precautions that we are embarking upon.
Can I ask you?
It's a meaty. The fish is like this long, like this thick. And when you fillet it, the white, you see the whitey? It's thick and meaty, delicious. Delicious. Yes, fresh and delicious. Hi.
Hi, sorry to disturb you, bro. Are the COVID-19 cases really growing at the hospital? Huh?
I don't know. I can't tell you. You're a reporter. I recognize your handsome face.
So is it growing?
You wanted rice and peas and cabbage, right?
Excuse me, is the COVID-19 cases really growing?
Not in our hospital. We're doing pretty good. Yeah.
I think the news is exaggerating it, right?
Depends where you are, you know?
Thank you. Are the COVID-19 cases really growing at Mount Sinai?
Going everywhere.
No. Have you seen anything yourself?
What?
Have you seen anything? Holy shit. Excuse me. Are the COVID-19 cases really growing? Have you seen anything yourself personally? Some people say no, some people say yes. You've seen it. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Are the COVID-19 cases really growing? You've seen it yourself?
Okay, I'm gonna pay it.
Excuse me. Are the COVID-19 cases growing as much as they say in the news?
No.
You don't see it, right?
Shit.
They're exaggerating it, right?
Here's the deal. Remember one thing. If last year or the year before they tested everybody for that year's flu, like the way they tested everybody for this year's flu, the numbers would be the same shit.
Same
we didn't
shit.
test. We never tested like this craziness. It was
So
100% to make Donald Trump look bad. 100%. 100%. They want to make him look. Meanwhile, he's miraculous, getting fucking vaccines within 10 months. Whoever voted against him made a mistake.
I see that. Well, good for you, man. God bless you. Thank you. 1359.
It's up to you, whatever you want. Thanks so much. I'm going to see you tomorrow.
Like, are the COVID-19 cases growing as much as they say on the news? You've seen it yourself? Some people at the hospital says no.
It is not in this hospital, but in the Bronx, Queens, and Brooklyn.
Can you give me an example of a hospital? Bronx? Hopefully the Bronx, not Queens. Or even Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, I can say by Sheepshead.
Sheepshead? That's far to ride, man.
The Bronx, you can probably check Lebanon.
Where's that? I know where Jacoby is.
Jacoby, no, not really. So far it's been like in little sectors.
Okay, so Lebanon, the Bronx. I'd look it up.
Bronx care, basically.
But have you seen any yourself?
Yeah. I just had a few, what's today? Wednesday? I had Sunday. I had 2 patients.
And you're not worried, man?
I mean, I am, but there's nothing I can do about it.
We're
I just have
always
to protect
taking sick
myself.
patients, you know. Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't envy your job, man. Have a good one.
It's all good. That's a nice bike.
Thank
I envy
you.
The bike. Crush it.
Take care.
Yep. I'm gonna go get some food.
Full of shit. Hey man, are the COVID-19 cases as bad as they say on the news? You don't see it. A lot of people from the hospital, I think the news is exaggerating.
Are they?
That's the beat. They say it's skyrocketing, it's worse than it was before.
Still scary. Scary. Even though if they add, it's still scary.
But you haven't seen anything yourself, right? Have a good one. Excuse me. Are the COVID-19 cases as bad as they say it is on the news? Have you seen anything? Excuse me. Are the COVID-19 cases as bad as they say it is in the news?
I'm not really sure, but I don't think it's as bad.
It's not
here. I mean, there's patients, yeah, but
Cases. Excuse me. Are the cases as bad as they say it is in the news? COVID-19.
It's getting there, but it's not overrun yet.
Are you staying safe?
Right.
Is it as bad, the COVID-19 cases? Is it as bad as they say it is in the news?
Depends who you talk to.
I mean, like Cuomo is saying, it's skyrocketing again. It's worse than before.
I see things on a microcosm compared to Cuomo. If Cuomo sees a 30,000-foot picture, he gets information throughout the state and throughout the country. I only see this stuff.
I mean, all he's doing is pointing at charts, electronic charts. So I said, let me come to the hospital myself, see. And so far, it's...
what I can say is, at least we're no longer locked down how it was back in March.
March was really bad.
It was quite the thing back then, yeah. I think now people are a little bit more accustomed to it, being around and stuff like that. I wouldn't say it's no longer a big deal, but it's just...
But nobody seemed to be alarmed, or... I don't see anyone with gloves and stuff.
Yeah, it's because, when they first brought out, or when COVID came out, no one knew what it was. And then as time went by, and they were able to understand how it's transmitted and all that stuff, it became different.
Alright, well, it's not as bad as it is, right? As they say it is.
It is, but it's not as scary as it once was. I would say it's not as bad because, look at the 225,000 people who lost a family member. We never say it's not as bad because it's relative.
What is it like? Is it really the flu? I mean, if I caught it, what would happen to me?
It's not like the flu in the sense that you just don't feel well. Like, you're down for the count. Like, you're in pain. It hurts. I haven't had it yet, thank God.
But you've witnessed people who had it?
Yeah, a lot of my staff had it.
I mean, now when I feel I want to...
staff members died from it.
Now when I feel a little flu symptoms coming on, I'm like, what the... At the same time, I don't want to be paranoid,
Because of the transmission rate of this, I'd rather be overly cautious with one's health than underly cautious, where you just are dismissive. I'd be very cautious. So if you think that it's better to go get tested, it's better to have that assurance that you do or don't, if you do have it, there's a regimen that they can go on to help out with it. And if you don't, then you don't have it, then you're good to go. I wouldn't mess around. But one thing I can say about COVID is it sinks to the floor very quickly.
What does that mean?
So it's not like, say if you sneeze, it doesn't fly up in the air and go all the way over there. As soon as it gets out of your system, it drops to the floor.
Like STDs.
That's why the 6-foot rule is in place.
Yeah.
Because it gives you that room for the COVID to fall to the floor, plus a little extra buffer. That's why it's 6 foot social distancing. It's a little less than that. So if you're taller and you're talking to someone shorter, they would have to sneeze up for you to even get it. And if it gets on your skin, you kind of wash off, and you're less likely to get it.
All right, man. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Excuse me. Are the COVID-19 cases really rising as fast as they say on the news?
You see more.
You've seen
You
any
see more, but you know the panic is the panic. You see more.
Thank you. Excuse me. Are the COVID-19 cases as bad as they say it is at the hospital?
How bad do they say it is?
They say it's skyrocketing. It's worse than before.
Nationwide, yeah,
But not at Mount Sinai, right?
I mean, there's COVID cases in there, but like,
You've seen them yourself?
I work in the office, so.
Oh, you don't see.
Yeah, I'm not there, but you know.
What do you think that is, man? That trail? Do you really think it's chemicals?
No, it's a plane. I've seen that since I was a kid. It's like
I just noticed it. Well, anyway, you stay safe.
yeah, man, stay safe.
But it's not, I mean, like Cuomo is saying it's skyrocketing. It's going to be worse than it was before.
Listen, they might shut stuff down, but you know, man, just take your precautions. Wear your mask, wash your hands. Do what you gotta do, man.
Thank you.
All right.
News now on the COVID crisis. Pfizer announced this morning that their two-shot vaccine is more than 90% effective in clinical trials. Let's talk about that now with New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. Governor Cuomo, thanks for coming back again this morning. We were talking yesterday about the importance of vaccine distribution in the next 2 months. What do you make of this news?
Well, it's good news, bad news, George. The good news is the Pfizer tests look good and we'll have a vaccine shortly. The bad news is that it's about 2 months before Joe Biden takes over. And that means this administration is going to be implementing a vaccine plan. The vaccine plan is very important. It's probably the most ambitious undertaking since COVID began. Just to put it in focus, we did 120 million COVID tests in this nation over 7 months, scrambling, doing everything we can. We now have to do 330 million vaccinations, maybe twice. My state does more testing than any state in the United States. We did 12 million tests. We have to do 20 million vaccines. And the Trump administration is rolling out the vaccination plan, and I believe it's flawed. I believe it learns nothing from the past. They're basically going to have the private providers do it, and that's going to leave out all sorts of communities that were left out the first time when COVID ravaged them.
So what needs to be done that the Trump administration won't do that President like Biden could do?
Yeah, the Biden administration, when you deny a problem the way Trump did, you can never solve it, and that's true in life. The Trump administration denied COVID, so they were never ready for it. There was no mobilization of the government, and there's
long now climbing up.
but that's what you have to do. You see a little flame, you stamp it.